What's up, Transformers fans? Mondo here, and welcome to Week 7 of Moonbase 84's year-long celebration of Grimlock and the Dinobots. And for this week, we're going to be checking out the Transformers animated Activators Grimlock. But as always, before we do, if you could hit that like button, subscribe, and all that jazz, I'd really appreciate it. So when I came up with the idea of doing a celebration for Grimlock and the Dinobots, I knew that I would have to get Activators Grimlock into one of the videos for the celebration. And that's because I love this little guy, besides not just for being a Grimlock, but also this is the very first Transformer that I picked up for my oldest son. I was going through the aisles and I was like, wow, that's a cool little Grimlock. And I said, it's about time that I introduce him to some more Transformers. And that started his Transformers obsession. So I had to feature him during this 40-year celebration. Now, because of the simple nature of the Activators toys, this video probably will be kind of on the short side, but again, I needed to feature this toy, and he is a pretty cool little Grimlock. So I got his Dino buddies out of the way, so let's take a closer look at this little Grimlock. And here he is for the closer look, and even for the Activator size, I think it nails the Transformers animated aesthetic perfectly, which I am a big fan of that aesthetic. It took me a while originally, but once I came to like it, I didn't just like it, I loved it, and I love the Dinobot designs and animated. But yeah, just really cool. I mean, very simple, not super detailed, because the animated design was very smooth. But you get some hits of red, you see the gold, his gold little arms, some red. It's more like a burgundy red with some gold around. I love the eyes, and like I said, I just love the design of the animated Dinobots. There's the top. Underneath, of course, a little ugly, but he's a little Activator toy. I think these toys were, around $7 back in the day. I could be wrong, but he does have a little bit of articulation in Dino mode. Oops, he doesn't hold together so great, but that's okay. His little arms swivel, his jaw articulates, his legs can go out far like that. They bend all over. He's got some foot articulation. So yeah, for such a little guy, he can get in some little fun poses. And a rarity, due to the nature of the Activators, a rarity, I am going to transform a Transformer on camera. And that's because with a push of a button, you just do, and he falls out of your hands. For Grimlock, there's a little bit more manual transformation than with some of the other Activators. So it pops him open like that, flips his head out, and then all you have to do is take his legs, spread them, flip the feet, give his hands some love, like so, rotate like so, rotate like so. Make sure that's cleaned up, and flip his, does his tail, will his tail tuck? No. Flip his tail like so. I flip his tail like that. So that is Grimlock in robot mode. And much like his T-Rex mode, I think his little robot mode is pretty cool, especially taking in again the size of him. I got that out. There's that nice, awesome animated Grimlock head sculpt. Really nice job. You got the gold chest with the clean Autobot symbol. It's in green. Is that green? On the camera, it's coming off green. It's like it's gold. It's shiny gold off like the duller gold with the burgundy abs, the sides, back. You got the traditional Grimlock back. For articulation, you get a little bit in the head. Arms go out all the way, rotate, you get that nice elbow bend. His hand's on a ball, so it goes all over the place. No waist, but his legs do this full split, kick everywhere, nice knee bend, and you get a little foot, no tilt or anything. So yeah, For a little guy, also some really nice articulation. So yeah, that'll about wrap up the video. I know, short and sweet, but I think that's the best way to describe the animated activated Grimlock. A small, short and sweet little Grimlock figure. A lot of fun, especially for a little kid, which I said this was my oldest son's first Transformers figure. I think he was about 4 years old when I picked it up for him. Time flies. Now he's going to be 20. But it's really awesome that I got this for him and started his love for Transformers back in the day, because now we have another thing that we share in common, which is awesome. That'll do it for this week. Next week, we're going to be taking a look at Slapper from the Armada line from 2002. A viewer asked if I was going to do that, a figure this year for the celebration, and I actually had that on the docket, so because he mentioned it, I'm going to go ahead and do that next week. And then another viewer mentioned some things that is going to lead to the video the following week, which is going to be talking about what some things about the future of the Dinobots and Transformers is the best way to describe it, I guess. So make sure you check those videos out, and until then, thanks for docking.